Hi, I'm Jay Luo. Today I'm going to present my recent research, the effects of learning in morphologically evolving robot systems. It has been submitted to Frontiers in Robotics and AI. Co-authors are Art, Jakub, and Gusti. First of all, some background of the research. Simultaneously evolving controllers and morphologies of robots can cause a mismatch between the inherited body and brain in the offspring, because mutation and recombination can shuffle the parental genomes. This problem has been originally noted by Gusti. In his triangle of life methodology, the proposed solution is addition of learning. There are 3 stages. The first stage is from genotype to phenotype. Robot phenotype consists of brain phenotype and body phenotype. We apply learning on the brain phenotype. This second stage comes before the fitness evaluation. Then the mature robots perform tasks and get evaluated. After selection and variation, the cycle repeats. This is brilliant architecture. However, there are not so many studies into it. One reason is that the joint evolution of morphology and controller is much more difficult than only evolving brains within a fixed body. Also, learning is very time-consuming. But is it worth applying it? And what are the effects of learning? This is our main research goal. The corresponding research questions are: can we achieve significant savings by adding infant learning? Will the addition of learning lead to different evolved morphologies? How does the morphological intelligence evolve over generations? To answer our research questions, we set up 2 systems. One is this evolution-only system, where robots can reproduce and create offsprings that inherits the parents' brains and bodies. In this evaluation box, we show an example of the evaluation process. In our research, we use CPPN as a genetic representation for the brain and the body. Then we encoded the genotype into the phenotype of the brain, which is a CPG network, and the phenotype of a body, which are a subset of RoboGene's 3D printable components. Then this robot performs tasks in a certain environment and then get evaluated by a fitness function. Based on the fitness value, the EA performs selection and crossover and mutation. Then the loop repeats until the termination condition has been reached. In our research, the termination condition is 100 generations. The second system is evolution plus learning, where additionally we make the brains not only evolvable but also learnable by implementing a learning algorithm to optimize the inherited brain. This is a general framework to create embodied robots via 2 interacting processes. One outer evolutionary loop optimizes robots generation by generation, and one inner learning loop optimizes the parameters of a CPG controller. In this research, we use RefDeKNN as the learning algorithm. RefDeKNN is short for Reversive Differential Evolution with K nearest neighbors. Theoretically, you can use any learning algorithm to optimize the controllers. In order to investigate the effects of learning, we run experiments with these 2 systems and compare them. With regards to the experiment setup, some technical details such as how to design a closed-loop controller to steer the servo motors, and how to create a fitness function which will evaluate the task targeted locomotion. Due to the time limitation, I will not cover here. If you are interested in, please check out my paper. They are explained in detail. Now let's look at the results. First, data for efficiency and efficiency. Plot A is mean fitness over generations. Plot B is max fitness in each generation. So from both plots, we can clearly see that adding a lifetime learning to the system increased the fitness value of the robots. To verify whether one method reaches the best solution faster than the other, I plot the genealogical trees. These are family trees of a single evolutionary run of both methods with the same computational budget. Both did 30,000 evaluations. In this computing time, evolution only evolved 199 generations, while evolution plus learning only generated the initial population of 100 without any offspring. In both plots, each node represents a single robot. The node color reflects fitness. With the darker the color, the higher the fitness. The nodes connected are the descendants. In the evolution plus learning plot, it hasn't generated any offspring. Therefore, you don't see any connections to descendants. So from both plots, we can see that although evolution only generates many fit robots, the best solution is found in evolution plus learning, this robot ID 83 with the fitness of 31.9, whereas the max fitness found by evolution only is 1.92 at the end of 199 generations. Now let me show you the family tree development of evolution only for one run. So this is evolution plus learning. Okay, now let's compare the structures of these two genealogical trees. Please note they are not with the same computational time. The round circles in the middle are the initial population of 100. Then it's developed in a circular layout. The descendants in evolution plus learning are quite evenly spread out. The descendants also the max fitness individuals, while in evolution only the max fitness individuals are converging into one direction, and they mainly originate from funders with higher fitness. If you look at evolution plus learning, the descendants of high fitness can originate from funders with low fitness. Now let's look at morphology. We selected 6 morphological traits that display a clear trend over generations. Plot A, absolute size. Robots from both methods tend to develop bigger sizes over generations. Plot B, C, branching parameter and the relative number of limbs, both from evolution plus learning, are increasing along the evolutionary timeline. However, evolution only evolved in an opposite manner. Plot DE, number of breaks and symmetry. Evolution plus learning tend to be more symmetrical and have more breaks as they evolve. Plot F, proportion. Proportion is a ratio of width and length of the robot morphology. Proportions from both methods show slightly decreasing trends. To have a better picture of how morphology affects fitness, we plot the fitness landscape using pairs of morphological measurements as coordinates. These are the fitness landscape plots of evolution only. The color bars are the fitness level. Figure A shows the fitness landscape of number of breaks over relative number of limbs. The robots with higher fitness value are in the morphological spaces of fewer breaks and limbs. Figure B shows the fitness landscape of absolute size over symmetry. The robots with higher fitness has a maximum absolute size of 10, however they are not symmetrical. This is the fitness landscape of evolution plus learning. The robots with higher fitness are in the region where the contour color is brighter. You can see that the robots with higher fitness are more diverse. In figure B, the highest robots are highly symmetrical. In both plots, the robots with the highest fitness has maximum absolute size of 10. However, with regards to symmetry, the highest fitness robots from Evolution Plus Learning are highly symmetrical, whereas the ones from Evolution only are not. These are the 2D and 3D morphologies of the 5 best robots from both methods. The best robots generated by evolution only are all converged into the morphology type that only contain hinges and no more breaks, while the best robots from evolution plus learning are more diverse. From the 3D morphologies, we can see that the robots from evolution only are evolved with one layer, while the robots from evolution plus learning are developed in the horizontal dimension as well. With regards to the fitness, robots from evolution only are suffering from a local optimal. In these 10 robots, we observe a same morphology from both methods, this cross shape. However, the robots from evolution plus learning has a much higher fitness value. Once again, it shows the importance of matching body and brain. In our research, we consider a new concept, morphological intelligence. Morphology influences how the brain learns. Some bodies are more suitable for the brain to learn with than others. How well the brain learns can be empowered by a better body. Therefore, we define the intelligence of a body as a measurement of how well it facilitates the brain to learn and achieve tasks. In this paper, we quantify morphology intelligence by the learning delta, being the fitness value after the parameters were learned minus fitness value before the parameters were learned. In this plot, we see that the average learning delta of evolution plus learning grows across the generations. Last but not least, robot behavior. This plot shows that both the mean and maximum displacement velocities of these two methods are significantly different. Especially in figure B, the maximum displacement velocity in each generation from evolution plus learning is much higher than evolution only. It can be due to the shorter traveled path length or the higher speed. To verify the reason, we inspect the trajectory of the robots. So in order to have a picture of several robots' behavior rather than regarding individuals, we use a density plot to visualize the trajectories of the highest fitness robots in the last generation of runs. The red dashed lines are the targeted directions. The red dots are the starting points. So please note the different scales on the vertical axes. From figure A, B, C, we observe that the best robots from evolution only in a given time traveled a long distance, indicating a high speed. However, they are not efficiently moving towards the targeted direction. From figure D, E, F, we see that the best robots from evolution plus learning traveled less distance compared to evolution only, but very efficiently towards the targeted directions. In conclusion, the answers to our three research questions are resounding yes. Spending time on learning indeed can save evolutionary trials. With learning, it indeed leads to different morphologies, and the morphological intelligence is indeed growing steadily. So we can formulate a recommendation for users. It is advisable to divide the number of fitness evaluations between evolutionary trials and learning trials. To end my presentation, I will show you a short video of robot locomotion in the simulator. Thanks for watching.